relationship.
Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right. The team psychologist.
I have to use whatever tools I have to survive. Combat isn't my forte.
No, but looking like the ring
Seems
chick
to be
is.
a running theme here.
Or Grudge.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you. So they're sending independent contractors now? That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team members?
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart, and I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect them like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here. Just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt. It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do that? What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but she can't be with you.
Yeah, maybe. But what will happen when I finally find her?
Don't worry. She'll believe the evidence of her eyes once she sees you.
If Mobius knew to keep psychopaths out of STEM, then how did one end up in here?
I don't know. Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here, in secret, to keep an eye out for mental instability.
Yeah, well that didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent. Aware of their own diagnosis, they're able to disguise themselves among us. The fact that this one was able to fool us, he's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I helped devise those tests.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I studied the Beacon incident extensively so that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But even then, the environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of Union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted the core's power.
That could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
I don't need... But I can't look at Lily's file. All concerned. Operative Grisham. Respond Lily Castellanos' initial findings. The ideal candidate must have an unfettered ego in order to retain their own personality while supporting the interlinked minds of many others. Given these parameters, there are only two possible candidate types. Egomaniacs with psychopathic tendencies, which was Ruvik, or children. We all know what happened the last time an egomaniac with psychopathic tendencies was in STEM, so a child is our best bet. Having access to standardized school test results, we're able to narrow down our options. We feel we have the ideal core candidate in Lily Castellanos. Her tests show that she not only has a guileless ego, but also exhibits incredibly advanced empathy for a child her age. We're sending her to Dr. Hoffman for further testing. Who is Dr. Hoffman? Wait. Oh my goodness. Yeah, hopefully I'm not getting sick. Okay, so we got safe house right here. Red gel. Gunpowder. Syringe. Square boxes and sacks. I don't know what's up with that. A restricted area, very much restricted. Don't want to go there just yet. Is that all you had in here? Got that. What's this say? Emergency core displacement protocols. It is imperative that the missing core be replaced as soon as possible. A core that has been missing for even a few hours can affect STEM programming. The core is missing. If the core is missing for over 36 hours, emergency protocols must be instituted in order to prevent the core from escaping. Emergency protocols are only accessible for Mobius operatives with Alpha security clearance and can only be viewed on the Marrow servers. Yeah, I can't open that one. Oh, hallelujah. One! Oh, you cheap bastards. You cheap fucking bastards. nothing else in here, so. And I can't go back down any of the other ways. Still locked. Yeah, why was it showing a hallway here? There's no fucking hallway there. Well, let's go in the mirror and look at this new slide we got. Actually, I'm curious, does it tell me what the slide is? Oh. Nope, they don't show up until I view them in the projector, which is bullshit because you can hold it up to freaking light like that. Hello, Mr. Kitty.
Pick up, Kidman.
I'm here.
The first time I saw Myra, she was wearing that uniform. I think I fell in love with her right then and there. I didn't want to admit it to myself. But after she was injured on duty, I knew I couldn't risk not telling her how I felt. She was such a great wife and mother that I sometimes forget she was a great detective, too. She was right. She knew there was something fishy about Lily's death. I mean, kidnapping. I should have believed her from the start.
There's no way you could have predicted the truth, Sebastian. You know this.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. Oh, hey, me your kitty. Can I pet the kitty? Can I say hello to the kitty as it walks into my leg? Let's see what else. Medic surveillance, yep. Why are all the fighting guys dying? So let's see, we only got this guy back. Something tells me I'm gonna find him dead. Oh, look at all my cool stuff. Nothing else really capable of getting in here. So we got that corkboard for him. Who goes over here? Mr. Mystery Man. I don't see anything else in here. $280 gun parts. What can I get with 280 gun parts? Need 400 for that. 480 for that. And how much green goo do I got? 23. So I'm about a third of the way there. I want to try this one more time. Damn.